Yo, Ryan Trunky here. So today I'll be doing my giant crush part 2. So let's get started. So the last time I ended the video, as you was leaving, the two were making plans for tomorrow. Then you remembered she was patrolling morning and afternoon. You then said, I work 2 shifts tomorrow, but I'm free for dinner. Then Izuku said, great, I'll see you tomorrow night. And you said, it's a date then. So if you didn't get the context about this, so basically they discussed about eating together for dinner, and they couldn't do it because they have business to do, like Izuku training, and you Takiyama the monthly train going on patrol. So the following morning, Izuku woke up around 5:30 am. He began to stretch his muscles as he had to be prepared for training with All Might and Gran Torino. Izuku checked his phone and saw a message notification. It was from All Might. Izuku decided to read it. All Might then said in the message, good morning, young Midoriya. Training will be very difficult today. We need to progress on one for all control. Izuku then said, I'm ready for whatever training you've got. Where are we meeting? Then All Might sent the text telling him, we're meeting at Dagoba Beach at around 6:30 am. So be prepared for the day for the harsh training. Izuku then got ready and he took a shower and handled all of his personal hygiene. Once he finished, he had a light a breakfast. As he checked the time, it was said it's currently 6:15 and 15 minutes. So Izuku walked to the entrance and put on his shoes. He walked outside and saw you. Izuku then said, good morning, you. Heading off to work? Then you said, good morning, Midoriya. Yes, I'm off to work. What about you? Izuku then said, I'm going off to go train. I am a UA student, so if I don't train, I'll get sloppy. Then you said, good luck. Try not to get hurt and ill. See you at dinner. And by the way, I noticed something in the comments. Some of you got misunderstood about the story. Mostly in this what if is around to she's 20 years old and Midori is 17. Also his classmate, so yeah. So and Izuku said so you said good luck, try not to get yourself hurt. I'll see you later at dinner. Izuku then said sure, see you tonight. He then jogged off to the beach where his training would continue. Once he left, you had a smile and a light blush on her face, wondering what it was that made her attracted to him. She herself made her way to work to see what was going on for the day. So, at Dagoba Beach, when Izuku got to the beach, All Might and Gran Torino were also arriving. As the trio made their way to the sand and instructing to begin, Gran Torino then said, well, kid, let's get back into training. Toshi showed your barrel exercise today yesterday. You've improved now. Tap into a quirk and let it flow through your body. Izuku did what Gran Torino said as he took the same fighting stance as he yesterday and channeled his quirk. It flowed like water. Izuku noticed the lightning that covered his arm and body. He called the move Folk Howl. Both Gran Torino and Izuku charged at each other. All Might then noticed the slightly changes Izuku's strength. Gran Torino also noticed the power shifting from 5, 10, 15, 20 and ending at 25%. Gran Torino had never seen growth this fast before. They stopped to take a quick breather so that they can try and see what changed Izuku's life to allow him to use max of 25% of one for all. So, All Might then said, young Midoriya, how is it possible you tapped into 25% of one for all? Not even I could gain such a control when I enhanced the quirk or the power. Then Gran Torino said, What were you thinking about when you are fighting? Izuku then said, what does that have to do with anything, Gran Torino? Gran Torino then said, everything whatever you thinking about is a reason. You've gained control of One for All faster. So tell us what you were thinking about. When he was asked to share what he was thinking about, Izuku turned red. That's when both mentors were ready to tease him about something embarrassing. Then All Might said, ah, what were you thinking about, young Midoriya? All Might nudged him with his elbow, trying to get the information out of him. Izuku that said really fast, I was thinking about it good. Then Gran Torino said to him, what? Speak clearly and slowly. Izuku then said, I was thinking about a girl I met recently. Then All Might said, what's her name? What caught your attention about her? Izuku then said, her name is Takiyama, and her beautiful deep purple eyes caught my attention. At this point, All Might was trying his hardest not to die of laughter due to the fact he personally knows Mount Lady, and the fact that Takiyama is her civilian name. All Might then said, young Midoriya, is she someone you wish to protect? Izuku then said, yes, in a way yes. When I met her she said nothing was going the way she expected, but after we talked she said she'd do her best. All Might then said, well, if you ever decide to confess, I hope she says yes to you. All Might still continued to hold in his laughter. Izuku didn't seem to notice that All Might was holding back a laugher. Gran Torino then said, great kid, let's train, we will drop. So Izuku then said, yes sir. With that, let's switch to Mount Lady or Takiyama. As you walked into her agency another day of saving lives and helping the distressed, when you walked in everyone who was gossiping about her hushed shut up. When patrolling assignments were given, she was paired with Kamui Wood. The two departed for patrol. There was a tension between the two. Kamui was going to say that begging wasn't going to make them get back together. Then you said, listen Kamui, whatever we had between us is over. With a thought, I understand. Let's keep it professional from now on. Do you agree? Then Kamui's replied in a way he wasn't sure, and he started adding sure? That was all he could stutter at this moment. You had changed and she was different from when Kamui was dating her. So, time skip. It was a dusk in the afternoon, had just gone by a blink of an eye. You was ready to have dinner with Izuku. She was about to call him, but realized that they never exchanged number. You remembered that Izuku was training his hardest off and felt guilty that he have to cook, so she decided to order a few pizzas. She ordered 3 of them. She was on her way to pick them up, but was stopped by Nishiya Shinji, or known as Kamui Wood. Then Nishiya said, hey you, would you like to grab dinner or something? Then you said, sorry, I'd love to, but I have some plans I can get you out of. I can get out of. So Nishiya said, yeah sure, maybe next time? You seriously didn't want to give him the time of the day anymore. Her thoughts were now full of Izuku. After picking up the food, she headed home to grab a couple of movies she promised Izuku. She took the food and moved to his apartment. When she knocked, he opened the door, and there he stood wearing a black muscle shirt with the green shorts, and his hair was a damp. So now, with Izuku, brought to you by me sipping tea. Do you like that shit? Yeah, so it was dust training had ended, and Izuku was now able to use One for All at 25%. All Might and Gran Torino dismissed him. They told him that Sunday was an off day, so he could get some rest. Izuku was exhausted. He went to buy groceries for dinner, but after doing, he was in no shape to cook. Canceling on you would also be bad. Izuku took a shower, and after getting all the dirt off, he soaked in a tub for a bit. He got out, and once he was changed and fully clothed, he was about to cook something simple when he heard a knock on the door. Izuku opened the door to reveal you holding like a pizza boxes. He was glad she bought them. Then Izuku said, "Hey you, sorry I was just about to get dinner started. My training went on longer than I expected." Then you said, No, it's fine. I brought pizza. You see, I thought you would probably be so tired to cook, so I ordered us some food." Izuku then said, "You're the best, you. Come on in before the food gets cold." You walked in and set the food on the kitchen table. She then showed Izuku 2 movies she brought with her. And the first was called In Time, the second was Southpaw. Izuku then said, "What's In Time about?" Then you said, "That's a good one. That only hint I'll give you about is time is money." Izuku then said, "Now I'm interested even more. Let's watch this one." Then you said, "Sure." As Izuku put the movie on, they enjoyed the pizza while watching, and Izuku was like captivated by every scene of the movie. When it ended, it made him think of the question of the movie was asking, "What would you do if you had one day to live?" Izuku was about to stand when he noticed you was sleeping on his shoulder. He didn't want to disturb her. She looked like an angel sleeping. Izuku had decent sized blanket folded in his side of the armrest. Izuku grabbed the blanket and covered them both. Upon doing so, like you snuggled into Izuku's chest. In a low voice he said, "Good night, you." Without realizing what he did, he planted like a small kiss on her forehead. So today's episode might be short. I'm sorry about that. Like, I don't know what to say about that. Like, I might this is, yeah, I can't find nothing to say. And by the way, this is our 3rd day going through the daily upload. I don't know, like I will try my best at least to continue a week. If I can do more, I hope I can get to a month. So yeah, stay home, stay safe, wash your hands, and spend the most time you have with the most precious people you have. And don't like the video until you enjoy it. And don't forget to subscribe, press the notification bell. See you in the next video. Peace out. Bye bye.